My name is Rumman Ahmad, and I am what's called a creativity professional. That's a degree I got because I couldn't get any other degree. So it was the easiest one to call myself. T-shirt optional, and I hope to talk about creativity and what it can do for medicine. So while researching creativity and medicine, I found this painting by Rembrandt, which should be in every hospital here. It's in 1632. It's called The Anatomy Lesson of Dr. Nicholas Tull. I also found some by Picasso, but I can't mention those in this company. So I also found that Steve Jobs today is probably the most respected person who's linked business and innovation together, and just by taking an MP3 player and building a world leading company around it. But before that, what is creativity? And creativity, simply defined, is novelty that's useful. If you've managed to organize a stack of remote controls in your lounge creatively, you're creative. If you found a novel way to get your child to eat a food he doesn't like, you're creative. If you can format your business card in this way, you're creative too. So all of us actually can be creative and are creative. It's just a matter of applying ourselves. And there are certain skills, as embodied in the medical profession by this man, Dr. House, for those of you who've seen it. If you get through all the drama and the tension in there, he really is very creative. He embodies a lot of creative values, and he does stuff that we as creativity professionals would always advise one to do. For example, accepting ambiguity, tolerating complexity, and seeking novelty, openly trying to find novel solutions to problems. That's what he does. And we should watch this show to probably develop our creative skills. You could also make connections that don't exist, which Dr. House does. In the end of every show, there is some aha experience that he has, which is totally unrelated to medicine. And that also helps us operate in a creative environment. But if I were to talk about something that's above all, because there's only 5 minutes here, and I've already used up 2.5. So one skill that you can walk out of this room with today, that would be deferring judgment. We as a nation, and we as a human race as well, have this habit of being very judgmental. So all I'm asking is that instead of making a judgment now, you defer it for later. It doesn't mean accepting everything, it's just being positive about things that are thrown to you. Faris mentioned yes and. That's a positive way of looking at an idea. And if you do that, but here's a word of warning, don't defer judgment on what I just said. You have to do what I said without thinking. And when you walk out of here, talk about deferring judgment. So that helps you become more creative. But the question is, how does deferring judgment help you become more creative? Well, one of the things is that it would help you lower barriers. It will help you be more accepting. It will help you have a better relationship with the person sitting opposite you and maybe perhaps throwing an idea at you. It does these things which result in the two of you or the three of you or a group of you finding better ideas. It gives ideas a chance, it lowers barriers, it sort of softens stances, and you feel that you can converse a lot better. But what's the practical example of this? And I can tell you, I experienced this myself. I got a golf ball sized polyp pulled out of my colon. The doctor walked out, and this is true, the doctor walked out and told my wife in a room full of people, your husband has cancer. We spent 1 month going through all sorts of tests, trying to prove that it was cancer, and to make my colon into a semicolon, of course. And not one doctor looked at it from the other angle, which was to say maybe it's not cancer. I had to fly to the US, spend $30,000. It was nothing. It was benign. I'm here. I'm now. And you know, it should have been done right there and then. You could have looked at it. What if it isn't cancer? And that would have saved me a lot of bother. I'm fine. I don't blame anybody. But it's just that it's something that bothers me. That when people are quick to judge, and it is actually a life skill. It's not something for doctors alone. It's something for us as people. When your child says, "Dad, I want an ice cream," our natural reaction is no. Why should we say that? Let's think about it. Take a deep breath. Maybe it's nice to have an ice cream at that point in time. And of course, in the end, you can always do this and get the woman of your dreams. Except, as Oppa Gangnam Style said, you might want to change your scrubs to a better color. So that's about what I have to say, except that I'm going to make a personal plug here now. I'm going to organize a conference on innovation and creativity in November, on November 17th and 18th at Hotel Marriott. There's this whole array of speakers going to come in from abroad to speak on this. And if you're interested, you could actually come in there and get some nice workshops and have fun as well. And that's me. My name is Rumman Ahmad. You can follow me on Twitter at Rumman H. Ahmad, or visit my website, rummanahmad.com. learn about creativity and go forth and be creative. Thank you.